Yet another Sunday where India are featuring, and it's another huge game in context for the qualification of the semi-finals, because this is not just important for the qualification of the semi-finals, it's where you finish in the semi-finals. Because I have Gian with me. Gian, we're talking about India versus England, keeping in mind that the world champions are the first team to qualify for the semis. So keep that in mind, keep that aside. They're playing some different brand of cricket, not surprising at all. But India versus England, problems of plenty, I must tell you, for the Harmanpreet Kaur-led side.
Lot of problems, I think, because if you noticed, the every match almost we have been continuously being relied on Richa Ghosh and the lower order as
Correct.
Nirana scoring runs, and we cannot afford to do that. I mean, even if you see
Same
in the
mistakes are
game
being
again,
repeated time and time again, isn't it?
I will not say same, but similar. I will, because in the previous game, if you see, we were not getting starts from openers, but suddenly we got a start from the openers. But again, one wicket fell and a pack of cards came into, like, where a target of, we could have given them easily a target of 375, 380, and this was an exact almost a near 400 wicket, and we couldn't capitalize on that, and the wickets kept on faltering, and we couldn't even complete those 50 overs. That was the big
Correct.
surprise over here
That
after
was very, very
batting
shocking
so
because
well.
at one
After batting,
stage, 100%, at one stage we were batting so well, 234 for 2 when Harmanpreet Kaur was finding some boundaries at the end of 36 overs. And from there on, 14 overs left, you press the pedal and you target something on 350 plus minimum. And we collapsed and got bundled out for 330 for 10, 330 all out in 48.5 overs. And Australia also chased down the total with exactly 1 over to spare. So that's how important you have not missing out on 7 deliveries, how important these matches, big matches, turn out to be in small margins.
see, if you remember, even in the 2023 Men's World Cup, Naveen Ulhaq dropped Glenn Maxwell's scratch at short fine leg,
Correct.
and that was the World Cup dropped. That I would not say the World Cup. They gifted the World Cup to Australia. Had that catch been taken, Australia would have been knocked out of the World Cup, and the story would be something else. Over here, also similarly, things are happening. We gifted Australia a win, okay, and win. Maybe a loss could have maybe put added some pressure on India. Would have been in the top two, and it would have been very close at the top, and it would have at least shown some fight. But here, I think there are some deeper problems here, because here I can see only a few individual performances, but rest the
Correct.
captaincy, the bowling changes have been absolutely atrocious over here.
Absolutely, because you're playing with 5 bowlers every single match. That's a huge risk. But the good sign in the previous game was just number 18, finally getting some runs under our belt. How crucial will once again be Smriti Mandhana, the batter, because if she doesn't get a start, if she doesn't play after the power play, we see dead batting from the likes of Pratika Rawal and Harleen Deol. So Smriti Mandhana, if she stays, we will see rotation of strikes, we will see boundaries too. How important is Smriti Mandhana for us?
I think she has to keep going, because see, an opening slot, opening as an opening batter, you have a big responsibility as to how you will set the tone of the game. Because we saw in the game against Australia, the way Pratika and Smriti were batting, they were batting freely. They had all the freedom. They had
Exactly.
been instructed to go all out against them. So that should be the mindset. But I feel in the certain stages where you think attacking is not required, rotate strikes, get the twos, get the threes. You can get 7, 8 runs in the over just
Yep.
by running around. So I think that also helps. And if they can convert, if they have 5 to 6 runs in the first 5 balls, try and score a boundary on that final ball, so that can
Yep.
hamper the captain, and maybe get that bowler out of the spell. So it again, it makes the captain to start thinking to whom to get. And I think we are getting out to some unnecessary and ridiculous shots. So I
Exactly. The
think it's
shot
really it's
selections has
really
not been
painful.
good.
And
Absolutely. And you're talking about
with the
Jemima
senior
Rodriguez.
matters,
Jemima
it's
Rodriguez, one
exactly,
shot
it's such a
movement
crucial
was 2
spot.
wickets.
It's such a crucial spot and such an important player in the team. Number four slot in Indian cricket, just not for women, even for men, has been a very, very big important and important slot. I mean, even the likes of Harleen Deor, who's batting on three, then Jemima, then comes Harmanpreet Kaur, then comes Richa Ghosh. So it goes on, but again, why do you want to get and reach to Richa Ghosh? And if Richa fires, we can get to
Rely
a
on
good
her.
total.
Exactly.
It's not applicable every game.
Exactly. And then you are coming up against quality bowling attacks. And India's problem and this cricket World Cup has been to left arm spin. And England have a top quality bowling attack, I must tell you, Gian. Starting with I'm talking about spinners, and we come to Lindsay Smith and Sophie Eccleston, two left arm spinners. Sophie did not play the previous game, so I'm certainly expecting her to play this game. How threatening will they be against the Indian right handed batters?
Definitely. See, if you are struggling big time against low left arm bowlers, I mean, it's going to be really, really difficult to read these two because Sophie is a legend of the game already, and she doesn't need she bowls in the opening overs as well in the power play. She can bowl at any time. She can even bowl the last over of the game, even if it is the death over. She can come and
Correct.
bowl and win the match for them. So I really don't think, and even for Smith, I think she's I will not say new, but yeah, she's good. She's good. She has a good rhythm. She takes wickets. So I think, and knowing her middle order, crumbling, I think they can actually create a havoc if we don't pull
True
up our
that,
socks.
absolutely. And they have more spin. They have Charlie Dean, you have Sarah Glenn, so many quality spinners. But with the new ball we saw in the previous game, they did not play Lauren Bell. You think Lauren Bell's height with the new ball will be a huge factor against the quality openers of Pratika Rawal and Smriti Mandana?
See, the thing is, in such a game, you can try and experiment. Also, I think England will be slight favorites over here, according to me, is because they will want their best bowlers to bowl and give a shot. Maybe if Mandana and Pratika Rawal go inside the power play with maybe Lauren Bell capping, getting a couple of wickets, they can have an extended spell of her. Maybe give her five
Correct.
six overs inside the power play only,
Okay.
and can go and maybe then get Sophie existence. So that adds up pressure to the Indian cricket in the Indian team. So I think it's
Absolutely.
better that England can you should use their most experienced bowlers at first. I think Bell is one of the best options. I think. I think.
Okay,
I
but
think
when
another
you talk
opening
about
bowler.
the venue, we have seen rain in Colombo, we have seen thrillers after thrillers in Vizag. We return back to indoor. It's the Holker Stadium once again. Has been a good venue, I must tell you. But your thoughts? What you look into this surface? It's going to be a high scoring venue, high scoring games that we played. But India, they need to get their batting order sorted. We have seen Harmanpreet Kaur batting at number three before, but since the arrival of Harleen Deol, she has demoted herself to number four. Do you want to see Harmanpreet Kaur batting once again higher up the order, take a more responsive bat at three, replace Harleen Deol so that we can play an extra seamer?
Definitely, I think it can happen. But, at times Harmanpreet used to bowl that medium pace bowling before she turned an off spinner, and now she's suddenly stopped bowling. I don't know why she turned into a spinner. I think that was actually helping the team. In fact, more she used to bag wickets. She used to bag so many wickets back then. I think yeah, but as a captain, as the most senior player in the squad, I think you need to roll up your sleeves and come out the order because we have seen before MS Dhoni used to promote himself from number seven to
Correct.
number two, number four,
Correct. Yeah.
number three.
According to the
So,
situation.
exactly, but see, even in the World Cup final in 2011, that promotion of the order before Yuvraj Singh,
Yuvraj.
who was the
Yeah.
player of the tournament, and Dhoni never had a successful tournament that year. Apart from that final,
Final. Yeah.
I think he had a very very below average tournament in terms of runs. So I
100%.
think so. But that everybody is going to remember that final knock. So if Harmanpreet steps up some game, promoting a self kit of 50, 70 runs, maybe a quick fire, and she can stay at the crease as long as possible. It adds so much confidence into that going for the coming player who will come next.
100%. But on the other hand, you have Tammy Beaumont, Amy Jones, Heather Knight, Nat Brun, quality batters at the top of the order. That's where you need quality seam bowlers on the other hand. Are India missing a puzzle of not playing a swing queen of India, that is Renuka Singh Thakur?
I think yes, big time. I think we have missed her in the previous game as well. I think if Renuka would have been there, I think we would have definitely been on the winning side. For me, I think if she was the right person to get Elisa Hilly out early, and if that would have worked, I think we would have won more than 40 or 50 runs. That is for sure.
100%, because in the previous game against England, we saw Fatima Sana picking up four wickets. Because if she can seam and swing the ball away, then certainly Renuka Singh can do the same as well. But what about the head to head between these two teams? If you need to get better, you need to win matches. But in terms of the head to head, 77 matches, Rian, England 41, India 36. Now, here comes where I'm talking about the experience of the Knight and Nat Brand versus the experience of Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandana. Certainly there, but in subcontinent conditions, you would definitely fancy the home side India.
See, yes, definitely. I will be siding India, and just want a plus point advantage. Last two away series when we had traveled to England, we have come out victorious and we have won against them. One was a 0-3, and I think one was 1-3-1 or 4-1. I think
I
the
think
score line,
3-1 we
right?
won out, something like that. Yeah.
Exa- So exactly. So I think that gives a lot of confidence going into this game because you're always looking to come back from like you have won a lot of games recently in the last
Mhm.
8 or 9 fixtures. So I feel definitely we have nothing like to lose this. We have the home advantage, home atmosphere. The crowds will be backing the team. So I think we should just go all out and just play our natural game. That's it.
100%. How important has been the England skipper, the all-rounder Nat Skipper Brun, because she was not bowling for a while because of her injury. Now she's back in full rhythm bowling. How important has been Nat Skipper Brun, the bowler, the batter, and the captain for England?
Been brilliant. I mean, see, when you talk about senior, as I said, when you talk about senior players stepping up, especially in such conditions, your captain has to lead by an example. And this is exactly what Harmanpreet has to maybe learn. And you don't need to make
Absolutely.
her learn. I mean, she has, it is understood. She is the most senior, most person in this entire squad. She's the captain of the team. And, you have to lead your girls by an example. I mean, they have the potential to even beat Australia in a final, definitely. But the thing is, if they just fix those small mistakes, I think that this team is really really good. Trust me.
Absolutely, this top quality side England, but India need to do better because they're coming off back-to-back defeats. But what about the player to watch out for? Let's take a look into that. Smriti Mandana and Harmanpreet Kaur are my two players from India. Natskiva Brun and Sophie Eccleston are my two players from England. For Deepthi Sharma, I'm going her as the X factor of India. Your thoughts on my five players? Any changes?
I'll go with Richa Ghosh over here. Plus one for India because I think she's been phenomenal. I think one of the best keeper batsmen I've ever seen in after I don't know, maybe I think I would just keep her below Alyssa Haley as of now because Alyssa Haley is on a different level. But Richa has been phenomenal for us so far. Definitely phenomenal. And every time when India are in trouble, she comes out to bat. She stabilizes the innings and plays a lightning knock and takes the team to a very good total. Even if we are chasing, she gets us to a finishing line many times, and sometimes she gets close, but she makes an impossible target look possible. So I think yeah, definitely Richa
Yeah,
is one.
because she has the power of hitting sixes, and that's where you need power hitters down the order. India certainly has, but like you said, you don't want to go to Richa Ghosh at that level, and you want her to perform to give you a competitive total. What about the predicted playing 11? This is going to be interesting. Time to look into that. I'm going with that risk. I'm keeping on going since the past two games, and I'm certainly going it again. No Harleen Deol comes in Renuka Singh Thakur at number three. Jemima batting at number three, according to me. Renuka Singh Thakur in my 11. Similarly for England, I bring back Lauren Bell. She has to be there with the new ball in my side. Any changes for you?
Yeah, I think it's a good 11, but I think we very well know that this is maybe not going to happen. I think Harleen is not going to go to
That's
that
the
squad.
point.
That's the only point, but I really hope this happens. This 11 is absolutely brilliant because Renuka is needed in this squad. You need that power play bowler. You have an X factor of having a senior most batter in
I think
the.
Amon Majumdar is doing what Gautam Gambhir does, batting off number eight.
Hey, but this is a World Cup. This is not a bilateral series or an Asia Cup. This has to be thought about. This is a proper World Cup that has to be won. And these times are not for experiments or thinking of the player. Yeah, fine. You fine. It's fine. Like early Javier, there's no disrespect to Arlene at all. But the thing is that right now we need to win games, and if she's not performing, like we can just bench her and get the most senior most bowler
Exactly.
because you need experience. See,
Exactly.
we have Priti at the top of the order, who is and Pratika, who is not so experienced but a good batter. For even in the so for in the bowling department, you need a bowler like Renuka to lead the pack. You need that bowler. You cannot just rely on a
100%.
Manjot because we saw what happened in the previous game.
100%, and that's exactly what the concern is for Team India. But playing 11 is more or less sorted. But if you look into the weightage of this game, Jihan, looking into the points table, at the moment, England are on second spot. If they win, they confirm the spot into the semi-finals too. South Africa at number three, India are on number four at the moment. India have to win. Though we consider that the remaining four teams are not playing best cricket, but you certainly do have New Zealand there or a quality side. If India win, they stay on fourth, and if they have a better run rate, they move out to third spot. India have to win, and that's where I put you in the hot seat. Predictions time now. Match number 20. It's India versus England at indoor. Your thoughts, your percentage for this one?
I just favor India 51 to 49. This is going to be a very, very close encounter. Because, see, I'm just favoring India is because, one, as I said, they had they won the series in England. So I think that's a plus point for them. And secondly, this will be the home condition. So just favoring India for that. And very minutely over here.
India, it's a must-win game. He says 51-49 by an edge. He's giving out to the home side, India. He says India have to win by minutely. He goes towards the Harmanpreet Kaur left side. That's all we have. Thanks a lot, Jian. Thanks to all the viewers. Super Sunday double header, I should say. You know why? Because in the morning it's the men's who are facing in Perth. In the afternoon it's the women's who are facing in Indore. That's all we have. Thanks a lot for that. Don't forget to subscribe to Fifth Umpire. That's all we have from India versus England. We are building India's smartest cricket community. Subscribe to become a part of it.